Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial. My name is Lydia and today we're going to be going through acrylic application step by step. Now in this tutorial I will try to break down the application process to beginners to be able to understand and to be able to work. Alright, so I have prepped my nails already. If you want to see a very detailed tutorial, it will be linked in the description box or in the comments. Alright, let's get started. So as you can see, I've started off already with my application process on my pinky, and on this nail I'm going to be doing the 2-bead method. I usually like to do the 2-bead method on the pinky because it's smaller and because I usually just end up picking a medium to large bead most of the time, and in order not to waste my product I end up doing the 2-bead method. So I'm going to very quickly finish up on this nail and then I'm going to break down how to apply products properly for you when I start to work on the other nails. And mind you, on the other nails I'm going to be working on 3-bead method, which is usually easier for beginners to understand or to be able to work. Before I begin my application, first thing I do is to brush on monomer on the nail tip. This ensures that the bead doesn't dry out and that it gets down to the free edge. Picked up a medium to large bead, placed a little above where the nail tip is, and then I pat to make sure the product is spread out horizontally, just like that. And then you want to pat gently, bringing the product all the way down to the free edge. The reason you want your product to be spread out horizontally is to ensure that you have like a good amount or like an equal proportion of product on the side walls. It's very important. Next, I'm going in now with my second bead, which is like much smaller than what I worked with before, and then I just pat and spread into the nail bed and buffer into the rest of the nail. And then I want to make sure I clean up on my side walls. It's really important to clean up on your side walls. Make sure that your nail or your application is neat from the onset. We're going in now with our cuticle bead, and this is like much smaller. We're just going to pat, push and blend into the cuticle area just like that. Now I'm just going to feather the rest of the product into the nail, clean up on my side walls, and that's going to conclude the application of this nail. Now here's a breakdown of the bead placements. So the first bead we're working with is going to be the largest of all, and that is because according to the bead placement I put earlier, we do have like a longer or a much not broader but a much longer space to cover. So I placed the bead a little above where the nail tip and natural nail meets, and that bead is going to go all the way down to the free edge. Now the second bead we're going to be working with, the essence of the placement is to ensure that the apex is intact. The apex is usually like the highest point of the nail, and it does it's the part of the nail that is prone to more stress or is prone to breaking should anything happen to the nail. So that part we want to make sure that we have it covered. So the second bead does that for you, and then the last bead helps complete the apex and then helps finish up the cuticle area. So that's going to conclude our acrylic application. I hope I have explained as thoroughly as I can with like each nail that I have shown. I hope I've explained as thoroughly as I can. Next, after this, we're going to move into the filing. Now for the filing, I don't show all of the parts, but I do show like the steps of how I do my filing. I don't exactly go in depth. If you want to see a filing tutorial, I do have one, and I would link it again in the description box or in the comments. So here is my application of all of my nails. That looks really nice and clean, and now we're going into the filing. So I like to do all the side walls first of all my nails before I go over with a hand file to like debulk the nail and like smoothen any irregularities, because sometimes that might be there. All right, so when I'm done with that, I'm then going to go over with my e-file and I'm going to seal the cuticle area, and then just generally like debulk the nail, make sure my apex is intact, and that's just going to be it. I'll clean up my nails and then we'll move into the design. After filing, make sure your client has their hands washed with a manicure brush. Now I'm just coming back. I've had my hands washed and cleaned. I'm coming in now with top coat, and on this finger I'm going to do a 3D design, so I want to apply top coat before I begin my design. I'm coming in now with some black gel polish. This one's by OPI and it's called Black Onyx, and I'm just going to draw out French design on my pinky and on my index. And yeah, so for the French design, tips for your French is to do the sides first before connecting. I do have a video, like a really short video I posted on my channel here, and it just shows how to draw French designs really easy, like 3 different ways how to draw French designs. So if you're having issues with drawing your French design, you want to check it out again, I would link it, or it'll probably just pop up in the cards as well, or it'll be in the description box. But I like to just do my side walls first, and then I like to connect my design or connect my French from where I want it to start. So yeah, I'm going to fill in with black, with the rest of the black polish, the part of the French that needs to be filled in. Cure in the lamp. Make sure to cure your designs when you do them in the lamp. And I did not show, but I actually did 2 coats, so I went over again off camera on each of the French designs, just so that I could have like a really bold black color, because with these polishes that they sell here in Nigeria, it's not exactly as pigmented as you think. So I went in with that color candy, I think that's what it's called, and I just used it to do like little heart designs on my French, so that it could stand out and look really nice and cute. And then I used the dotting tool to do the hearts. It makes it much easier. And then I'm just finishing up this French design. I really wanted to work with like the purple and black theme, so that's why I'm using these colors. And now I'm coming in for my 3D designs. I'm using this powder. This purple powder is from Luxe Nail Heaven. However, while I put some polish on the cover, and then I wanted to wipe the polish off with acetone, which was wrong of me, and then it literally just wiped off the name of the polish brand. So that's why the name of the polish brand is not showing. But this powder was quite tricky to work with. It was really tricky to work with. You have to put some monomer on the nail, like you have to brush on some monomer on where you're going to place your bead before you put your bead. If not, you're not going to be able to put your bead down. It's crazy. That's just how it was. But anyways, I worked with that powder with this powder, sorry, and then I got an idea to fill, to do all the bead placement of where I want my petals to be, because also again, like I said, this powder was really tricky. The powder just didn't set as quickly as I wanted it to. when you're doing 3D flowers, you sort of want it to set, like at a certain speed. You don't want it to be too slow, if not you'd end up like spending a lot of time. So I ended up doing like 4 petals, like almost all at once. And that's just that for the powder. I come in now with my Vinime rhinestone gel, and I'm just going to do a French design for my ring finger with rhinestones. It's Valentine soon, so I kind of want to keep all my designs lovey-dovey. So here's the final result. I cured that in the lamp, by the way. Here's the final result. I've come back now, and I'm just going to apply some top coat. And I do top coat all of my rhinestones apart from the big hat one. They're made of glass, I think. And there you have it, you guys. When I'm done with the top coat, I cure in the lamp, and here's the final result. I hope this tutorial was helpful and detailed enough. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.